Hello, welcome back to another video. So it's been over a month now since the last video, and I want to do an update on what happened so far. So I'm not dead yet, as you can see, and I haven't stopped learning, but uh, bad news for me or for anyone who's interested in my progress. So um, shortly after I did the last video, I lost my job. So I think I said that before. I'm working as freelancer online remotely, and well, technically I didn't lose my job, but I lost all the hours I need per week to earn money, right? To pay my bills and so on, and put food on the table. Um, not because I did anything wrong or whatever. I don't want to go into details, but basically, the company I am working for lost a lot of customers. Therefore, they don't need me anymore that much. And right now, I'm just working like 10 hours per week, which is which is enough to pay my bills and so on. But it's yeah, just that. So the last month, or shortly after the last video, I completely stopped learning. I completely stopped reading anything. I kind of panicked, of course, and tried to find a new job and just basically spend all day sending out resumes and so on. And until now, it's getting a little bit better, but still, I have a lot of free time, which is nice, I guess. But I also don't have much to do, like in terms of a job. So I'm still looking for jobs, and I started yesterday again. I'm slowly getting back into the penetration test thing again. So, what else happened? I Through some other contacts, I have or had the opportunity to do a real penetration test on a website, which I can't give any more details, but it was a real penetration test on a real website, just for me to try. But so from the start to beginning, so I know how it works. Like not a staged exercise. I did that, but I haven't finished anything yet because, like I said, due to me losing hours on my job, and I want to finish that, of course. Then the second thing, what else happened? I finished the rest of the modules of the eCPPT. So since last video, I had to do Ruby and Metasploit. The module is called Ruby and Metasploit, which basically will show you the basics of Ruby and how to use it in combination with Metasploit. Yeah. And the other one is the Wi-Fi module, which is very interesting. For the Wi-Fi module, you need an access point. Otherwise, you can't follow the examples and you can't really do anything with the module. So as long as you don't have an access point lying around somewhere, then yeah, don't bother. In total, now after I went through all the modules, what do I think about the eCPPT? I think it was very interesting. It was very helpful. It helped me more than any other book I've read so far or any other online resources or whatever. I mean, kind of have to expect that if you pay like $1,000, right? In comparison to like free resources on the internet. But in the end, it was very nice. It really helped me a lot. I learned a lot. And the problem I have right now is I have to go through everything again because I basically had a full stop for 1 month due to me looking for jobs and sending out resumes and so on. So my schedule obviously is kind of fucked right now. I wanted to be at this point end of August, or now it's September, but end of August I wanted to actually already be in in the middle of the OCP and I haven't even finished the eCPPT yet, right? I got the access to my exam, which I can do whenever I want, but I still have to go through all the other modules again because I feel kind of rusty. Then the buffer overflow is, that's what I read, is very heavy in the exam, so I have to take on that again. Yeah, I want to do some more vulnerable VMs just to get back into it again. Yeah, I really want to go over Ruby and Python again. I feel like I already forgot everything again. Like I can't even write simple things like if else loops, things like that, or if else conditions, whatever. Yeah. So as you can see, I have to do kind of everything again. Of course, this time it shouldn't take that long, but yeah, I will go through everything again the next days. Now I have a lot of free time, but the next days I will go through the modules again. I hope that I will just need like 1 day for each module, maybe a bit more for things like buffer overflow and so on, and the Ruby part. I will not do that much with the Wi-Fi module because that's not needed for the exam. So if you think on taking the eCPPT, the Wi-Fi module is very interesting. I recommend doing that, but if you just want to get through it, just want to do the exam, you don't need to bother. You will not need that because I think it's also in the gold package, which is the most expensive package, and it's not in the I forgot how it's called, standard, or like the smallest package of the eCPPT, which is like $900 or so. So it's not needed for the exam. When you finish the exam, I really recommend doing it. It was really interesting, even though I didn't do everything yet, but I went through like 80% or so. Yeah, what else? I made some changes to my YouTube account. The plan is, even though it's all still in the beginning and I just finished like 20% or so, and it all looks like a big construction site, my goal is to, in the end, have a blog for myself for all my personal projects, like surrounding IT stuff. Then have a YouTube channel which basically surrounds everything as well, like just all IT stuff, not only IT security, but also other things like, stuff for nerds and geeks and so on, just everything around IT. Then in addition to that, I made a Twitch channel. I think I linked that already. Yeah, I linked that already. The plan is to do some vulnerable VMs and stream that to Twitch. But it's all still in the beginning, and that's just an idea I want to try. And let's see how it works. I haven't seen anything like that on Twitch, for example. I haven't seen any channel doing penetration tests and so on Twitch. So I guess why not? The short-term goal now is to this week to finally, or like next week, to get back into it, into the modules really fast. So really just skim over it and try to get things going again, because until yesterday I didn't do anything for like a month. Since the last video I basically stopped doing anything with IT security. I tried to finish the penetration test, but when you sit down and you have in your head like you asking yourself in your head, will I be able to pay for food next week? Will I be able to pay for rent next week? Then you really can't concentrate on anything, and then there's no point in trying to learn anything, right? If you're sitting there and you can't get anything in. So that was basically the situation for the last 4 weeks or so. But now it's getting a bit more stable. I still don't have a full-time job. It's just, like I said, 10 hours per week, which is like nothing. But it's enough to actually concentrate on other stuff. the certificate, and I want to do the exam in like 2 weeks, I guess, if that works. I don't know. The exam you have, if you take the exam for the eCPPT, it's different to the OSCP. The OSCP, they give you 24 hours, and you have to crack, I don't know how many boxes, but you have to, I think, get 50% or so. I don't know, something like that. But you have 24 hours. And the eCPPT, they give you 1 week, and you can log in and out as many times as you want, and you have to I don't know how much, 70% or so. You have to crack 70% of all the boxes or so on. And like the OECP, the penetration report also gives you some extra points or none if your report is shit. So, like I said, so I'm trying to get back into that stuff again. Then on the side, I'm trying to finish, or not finish, I'm trying to build up add some more stuff like the Excel sheet, which I uploaded like 1 month ago. I want to finish that. Then my YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, my blog, which I haven't even linked yet, things like that. Yeah, I try to do another update in like 2 weeks or so, and then see if I actually can start the exam.